It wasn't just the house sale preparations that he had been planning for. There were other things. A few months before asking me for the divorce, he bought a car for me. It wasn't new, but it was a cute little car, and I liked it. The car I normally drove was now mostly driven by our youngest son since he had gotten his license. What I initially thought was a kind thing on his part was done in order to make sure I had a car of my own in the divorce so that he could take our beautiful family truck, the car he drove, and a Ford Bronco 4x4 in the divorce. The day he brought the car home and drove it in the yard, I stood in our driveway and cried happy tears. Crying, it's what I do. I was so excited and I thanked him over and over. I'm humbled with embarrassment now, thinking about what he must have been thinking when he drove into our driveway that day with the car and saw me outside reacting with so much happiness, and him knowing the real reason behind giving me the car. Sometimes when I look over my life and the divorce, I think about how many things bring me embarrassment now. If they gave out patches for embarrassment, I would have boxes full. It's honestly hard for me to even look at the car now. Every time I get in it and drive it, I'm reminded of the dark reason for its purchase. It may seem silly, as it's just a car, but getting something with bad intention makes everything about it feel terrible. I'm hoping that terrible feeling will someday pass, as I have no choice but to drive it at this point, as I have no other vehicle. I keep telling myself to look at the blessing in it. I need to be thankful to have a vehicle at all. There's a deep sadness that comes over me when I realize that so much of my life for the past few years was a lie. Knowing that some in his inner circle and some in his outer circle knew about this plan to divorce me before I did feels surreal. I look back and feel like I was on a stage and everyone was looking down at me and laughing at the woman that had no idea that her life wasn't real. When I chatted and laughed and thanked them for help with work around our house, they knew a secret. When we gathered for family events, including our last Christmas as an extended family, some knew a secret. I feel deep embarrassment. There's another patch. I know I am not the only woman or man going through a divorce to go through these types of things or these feelings. But it doesn't matter that you know so many other people go through divorce and go through those same things. When you go through it yourself, you feel alone. Alone in your pity, alone in your embarrassment, alone in your mistakes and your foolishness, alone in your fear. Very, very alone.